and we're here with Magdalena, singer, model, fashionista, Polish and gorgeous. What else are you?
Oh my gosh.
Hi,
half
guys.
human, half alien. Like,
I'm feeling luxurious having all these women talk to me. Oh my God. That's a good start. That's a good start. Seriously. And I was listening to you guys and thinking, wow, they're not talking about lipstick. That's refreshing.
Thank you.
So give me 5.
Yeah, mama.
We do what we can. We do what we can. So tell us about your career. You started first as a supermodel, right?
Yeah, from day one, I was a supermodel.
How was that?
It was an interesting story because I was born in Poland in communist times, and Poland was like a different place at the time. It was very gray, kind of sad. The good thing was because we didn't have any material things, we had to look for things elsewhere. So people were really into music and into culture. I started traveling and working abroad and modeling, which was a great way to see the world, to see different things. And music has always been something that has been my passion, and I wanted to do it. But you know, sometimes in life you don't get to do immediately what you want. Some people start, working at McDonald's like Pharrell, and then I was modeling because it was the way to make some money, to be independent, to see the world. And now that I'm older, I don't model anymore. I really just thought this is an incredible time to do something that has always been inside of me, and I've always wanted to do it. And here it is, and I'm working on my music. I'm writing stuff. Sister Army is out.
Yes, so we're going to talk about that. So would you say that your supermodel career of taking you around the world and opening your eyes to different things is kind of what opened the door to letting you be an artist and letting you examine those places?
Yes and no. It definitely exposes you to a lot of stuff. And in a weird way, being a model makes you understand so many things about women. And it's funny. Some people think that people who work in modeling, they just, they look pretty or they're done up. And what do they know about the world? But it's funny because you experience so much stuff on a daily basis. People that are into you, and then people that that judge you, and they say, oh my God, she's fat. I remember being 17 years old and skinny as a twiggy, and walking into the agency, and like somebody turns around and is like, oh my God, she's fat. And I was like, who are they talking about?
Yeah.
So,
Surely
like,
not me.
Who is that?
And what did you do?
And you're 17. You don't have much self-esteem right now. Oh my God, I would let them have it. But at the time, I was a really young girl from communist Poland, and if you hear something like this, you just don't know what to do, and you think, I must be fat, which is what brings me to really feel other women and understand how they feel. And that brought me to writing Sister Army, because I was like, wait a minute, we all feel the same. We are all judged. We are all, not taken seriously. Like, oh, you're pretty? Like, oh my God, just shut up, just be quiet.
Girl.
So I was thinking, we're all feeling same things. The time is to do something about it.
Yes.
We have to change it. And as I think of, history of the world and how it used to be, women were like a tribe, and they weren't against one another. They were like, hey, I got you, we gotta do something together.
What happened at the Salem witch trials that all these women got together and they burned us down? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of when women get together.
Exactly. People are like, wait a minute, this is like not okay.
Tribe determines your ascension. I wanted to ask you something. As a supermodel, how did that business prepare you for the songwriting music business?
I think it's very different because in fashion, you kind of have to keep your emotions on the inside. They really don't know. They really don't want to think about like what you have to say. And that was like, wow, oh my God, I have a master's degree in journalism and political science, and you don't want to you're like, just be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh
so that was really interesting, again, being a woman. So music is a whole different beast.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk about Sister Army. Before you show us your new single, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Sister Army in general, because I felt like, yes, it is so obviously bringing us females together to an army to be there for each other, to fight for each other. But I felt like in general, the song made me feel like it could be for anyone
Totally.
that had dealt with some kind of suppression or some kind of fear or...
I'm so glad you got it, because I really, my dream for the song was for somebody who is feeling down. I started with women, obviously, but for somebody who is feeling down and they feel alone and kind of disempowered, to turn it on and to be like, you know what? I'm sure I can find someone who can back me up. And I'm super attached to the lyrics, especially this part. I'll turn your tears into arrows for you. You'll blow the wall I'm trying to break through. Because like, this is what I'm looking for. You know, I was the other day listening to my husband and like he was talking to a friend and they say, you know, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Where's my bro?
Where's my bro? Where's my sister? Like, I got you, sister.
Yeah,
So
amen.
I feel like it's so important, and you guys are doing it here, to be here for one another and to have a girlfriend and to be like, hey, I got you. You're having, you know, problems with something. Let me tell you, I had the same situation. I'm here for you, not like, yes, totally.
We always do.
And you know, I so often see women that are doing the opposite thing, like, you know, oh my God, a boyfriend broke up with me and he said I was fat, and they're like, well, honey, to be honest with you, you could lose a few pounds, right? So that's not what we want.
Right.
We would never say that to each other.
Never. Who's part of your army, would you say?
I have a big army. It starts with my mom, who is the chief, and she's so cool. She is such a big part of who I am and how I was dealing with men, for example. She always said, you know what? Never help any man. Like, if they're good and if they work hard, maybe you'll look at them, but don't make it ever easy, ever. And she also always told me, just know your worth. Know your worth. Never compromise down. Just always look up. Same with, you know, with your girlfriends. Like, don't try to like dumb down and don't try to, just, and be appreciative of women that you meet. If somebody's better than you, that's great. Learn from them. You know?
We're so
It's
appreciative
cool.
to have you on Get It, girl.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming, and
Thank
let's
you for
watch the
having me.
video.
Sister Army.
Sister Army.